Make a noise. This sounds really Okay, first of all, it is kind of a true or false story, but if it was a lie, I'd definitely show it, and if it was true, you'll probably think it's a lie anyway because I'm really nervous, so I'll probably mess it up. But it's kind of a sad story, and it happened this year. Well, if it happened. Right. Oh my gosh, okay. Right, well, in January, it was the first week I'm in school. It was the first week I was back in school, and my mum had gone away for the first weekend, and I wasn't supposed to go out to a party, but my friends kept texting me, and I was like, alright, I'll go. Knew nothing about this party. Most of the parties that I go to are really like girly, and like the girls get dressed up and, well, the fellas shave or something, I don't know. So I put on my little cocktail dress and did my hair and put makeup on and got a taxi to the place, found the address, went in, and it was the biggest emo rocker goth party I've ever been to. Like, I know emo rocker goth peoples, and this was scary for them. Like, this was like black hoodies, and girls were wearing either white makeup or none at all, and piercings everywhere. So I turned up in my little Barbie dress, looking like a bimbo, and walked in and just went completely red. And my friends were all there going, oh my god, you didn't get the rest of my text, did you? And I was like, no. So the rest of the girls were there, and they all fecked off and talked to the people that they knew, and I didn't know that many people there, so I just sat in the corner, mind my own business. And the people walking in and out, hoodies with him or whoever he is, walking all over him. I just sat there and like, oh my god, it was so scary. I was like, what's going on at all? And my friends all abandoned me, so I was sitting there in the corner. And then this fella walked in, a little bit smaller than me, but he had this giant mohawk. I mean, like, woo! And I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. How did he do that? But he had his back to me for the whole night, so I didn't really look at him. And the next thing he turned around, and he was beautiful. He was so pretty. I don't know how you can have a bald mohawk guy that could look better than this one did, but he was so pretty. And he came over and smiled at me and started talking to me, and we were talking for the whole night and had a few kisses and everything. Oh, I totally fell in love with him. And I went home that night, and he gave me his number, and he was texting me on his way home, so he didn't do the whole, like, oh, I'll text you in a couple of days, and then never did. He actually texted me, and I was all happy, and I was all giddy, like I kind of am now. And I started talking to the fellas that I went to the party with, and they were like, I'm going to call him John. You got John's number? And I was like, yeah, John's number, wow. And they were like, all right. And I was like, how do you know John? John's amazing. How do you know John? And they're like, well, he used to go to my school. And I was like, what do you mean he used to? Is he out of school? He's only like 17 or something, isn't he? And they were like, no, like, he dropped out. He should be in 6th year. And I was like, that's a bit weird. But whatever, didn't care. Totally, I wasn't going to ask him about it, whatever. And I went to school on the Monday, and we were texting I was texting in school, old. And I was texting all that day. And then the Tuesday, he met up with me, and he had a bunch of flowers. Oh my god, yeah. So I still. And then on Wednesday he went up, and like I go to school in town, and I have an hour break, and I was like, you come into town, and then we'll meet up for the whole hour, and you walk back to school, and all my school friends saw him, and they're like, oh, he's lovely, not piano. So this went on for ages, alright, and then it came into February, and we figured out that he was going away on the 8th of February until the 13th. And I was going away from the 15th to the 18th, and the only day we could see each other was Valentine's Day. So I thought I was getting married on Valentine's Day. I really did. I was like, oh my god! But this was still a couple of weeks before that, and it was the start of February, and I've been doing loads of stuff outside school remember when Haiti, the big earthquake thing, I was raising loads of money for that, and he was supposed to come in one day after I fundraised stuff. He was supposed to come in, and I was supposed to meet him at the Lewis, because he lives in Stillorgan, and it was on the Lewis line, so it was easy for him and easy for me. And he just didn't turn up. And he didn't text me, and he's been late a few times, so have I, and he always texts me. So I stood there thinking, oh, there's something wrong with his phone, or something happened, or whatever. And I went, oh shit! I forgot a really big story. I forgot a really big story. I was talking to my friend, right? This is why it probably looks like a lie right now. Alright, I keep going on about this fella John, and my friends were like, you know, John has like a collapsed lung. I was like, oh, poor him, like, and I was talking to him about it, and he had one whole collapsed lung, and he is a bit silly because he kind of smoked a little bit. Shh. Alright, he was still perfect to me with his collapsed lung and his smoking. Alright, so keep that in mind, yeah? So, oh my god. Alright, so I was standing there after Lewis, waiting, and he didn't turn up, and I got really upset, and I went home. And then I texted him, and he didn't turn up, I didn't reply. I rang him, he didn't answer his phone. And then it was the week that he was gone away, and I sent him one really mean message going, oh my god, you're an absolute asshole, I can't believe you did that. But then I left it, right, because I was like, no, I'm not stooping to whatever level he's on, and I got all like, I don't care. But I got this phone call of his best friend to ask him could we meet up. And I was going, like, what? I don't know you properly, like, why? And your best friend's an asshole, why would I want to meet up with you? And he's like, no, we really have to meet up, can we meet up one day in town or something? I was going, right. So I went into town, and I was in McDonald's, and I was waiting for him, and when he came in, and he's a big messer, like, I kind of knew him, and he looked really serious. And I was there with my vanilla milkshakes going, oh my god, what's wrong? And he goes, there's something I kind of have to tell you. And the next thing just popped into my head, oh my god, he's collapsed lung, there's something wrong with him, he's in the hospital. And he ran sat down beside me, put his arm around me and said, John's dead. And I just broke down. I was like, oh my god, are you actually kidding me? I could not believe it. I was totally, I talk a lot, and I had nothing to say there. I was like, so he walked me back to my bus stop, and he was all consoling, is that the word? Yeah. And I got my bus home, and for the rest of the week, I was like, what the hell? Then Valentine's Day come, I put all my friends in school were like, oh my god, that's so sad. And then I went on holidays for that little bit. I didn't enjoy it at all. But when I was on holidays, right, my phone broke, because I was over in Prague, and Prague is just shit for phones. And my phone, I couldn't get any messages, and I couldn't call anyone, and I ended up turning it off. And I came back on the 18th, and when I turned my phone back on, charged up, whatever, I had a message from John saying, hey. So I didn't know what to think. I was like, no, I'm actually seeing things now. I'm seeing things now. And it turned out, I was like, this is an old message or something. And I rang him. And I was like, who's this? It was John's phone. And I started giggling. It was a joke. It was a joke. He was like, yeah, I was a bit busy, and then I felt bad, and then I decided to just drag it out a bit because I thought it'd be funny. My lung's fine, and I'm still smoking. Yeah, so needless to say, John now has more than a collapsed lung. What's fucking wrong with him? So if you think it's true, he's going to go out and kill John, because he's somewhere in Stillorgan. I know where he lives, but I don't want to take the address. If you think it's true, just cheer anyway so I can run off now.
Alright everybody, was it true? Yeah. Bastard needs to die. Somebody needs to shave that fucking mohawk.